The following is a public service announcement. Daylight saving time begins at 2 a.m., so don't forget to set your clock forward before heading off to bed tonight. This change in time means that if you normally arrive for work at 8:30 on Monday, you'd actually be getting there at 7:30. Unless you forgot to change your clock and show up an hour late thinking it's 8:30 when it's actually 9:30. In which case your boss would probably be waiting for you at your desk cubicle at 9:30, wanting you to come and see him in his office at 9:31. But if you still forgot that the time had changed, you'd probably show up for that 9:31 meeting at 10:31. That means that you'll think that the boss is reaming you from 10:31 to 10:37 for arriving at work at 9:30 instead of 8:30, when he'll actually be reaming you from 11:31 to 11:37. And when you tell him where to shove his clock at 10:38, it'll actually be 11:38, just 1 minute before he fires your ass at 11:39. So remember to set your clocks ahead tonight.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Yes, got a very excited crowd here tonight, a little overexcited, but that's okay. It's all right, because it was kind of an overly exciting week. The opening of baseball season this week. Yeah. It was great. We had a record crowd turned out to see the Mariners. Randy was on the mound. Griffey gets a home run. Buhner gets a home run. Edgar Martinez. We're up 9-6. The table's set. We're on the way. 3-run cushion. And then in comes Bobby Ayala. Woo, yeah. The bullpen. They're back. You know, as they start giving up runs and the crowd goes, oh, but it's not an angry sound. It's more like, oh, it's happening. It's happening again. You know, it's sort of like being a Mariners fan in that situation. It's like letting your abusive boyfriend back into the relationship. You know, your friend, isn't that true? Yeah. You know, your friends come over, they say, is he going to the meetings? And no, but he's changed. He says he's changed. He says he's going to work it out this time. Bobby Ayala, the crowd goes, oh, but yeah, you can't help but feel sorry for the guy. Imagine if people treated you like that in your job. You know, I'll be your waiter tonight. My name is Bobby Ayala. Oh. Thank you for choosing United. This is Captain Bobby Ayala. You know, so you see that opening night game, it's like the bullpen, they're walking people, they're giving up runs, and we've got this record crowd, and they're just going, I can't hear you, I can't hear you, woo, woo. They can't say, you know, it's like it's just unbelievable. They got the new Mariner bumper stickers. Remember the ones that said, my, oh my? The new one is, oh my God. You know, it's like, oh my God. But the fact is, we are such horrible fans. You know, people were ready to write off the whole season before the first game was over, you know. Let's dismantle the new stadium, you know, take it apart, you know. We're not emotionally ready for a good team. I mean, I think we should just be honest. Seattle Seattle secretly wishes the team was crappy again. Like it always used to be. You know, it was something we could depend on. You know, it's like, stop playing with our emotions, you know. You know, and for the record, he had a great night tonight, you know, and it's like, so maybe he has changed. Yeah, you know, see that, there it is, you know, we just wish the team well, basically. We're playing, you know, they're playing with us now. Just for the record, we at Almost Live, we wish the team well, we wish the bullpen well for now, and for whatever jobs they find themselves in the future. New jobs for notable people. That's the service provided by Almost Live's newest sponsor.
Hey, everybody, remember me? David Lee Roth, Diamond Dave, lead singer in Van Halen. Ever wonder what happened to me and all the other cool rock and rollers from those 80s videos? Huh? Well, you'll find most of us working at the 80s rock star temp agency. Here at the 80s Rockstar Temp Agency, we're retraining yesterday's rock star to be today's temporary employee.
Is your mail, Mr. Roth?
Great, thank you.
Wouldn't you really like to hire me?
Take us back down the mailroom, boy, George.
If you don't, it's gonna make me cry.
Get your ass back down to the mailroom, boy, George! Remember Nina of 99 Loof Balloons? Well, she'd loof to help you.
9 to 9, I'll slave for you. I'll make coffee, muffins, too.
And who can forget the mind-blowing Tony Basil, who's now trained on both Lotus and Windows 95 software.
Hey, Billy, you're so fine. Bill Gates all work overtime. Hey, Billy! Hey, Billy!
And if you've got letters to get out, you need Devo.
I say type it. Type it good. I say type it. Type it good.
And we've got lots more, including heavy metal champs Whitesnake to help you move the furniture. Robert Palmer will entertain the kids with his new act, Palmy, the Addicted to Love clown. And Human League can give you the human touch you need when they ask, would you like fries with that? Call us today and we'll be working for you tomorrow. And talking about tomorrow, coming soon, look for our new 90s Rockstar Temp Agency, which has already signed up that guy, Hootie, from Hootie and the Blowfish.
Yes, my career is through. I only want a week for you.
And don't forget them delicious Spice Girls.
If you want to be our employer, then just give us a ring. Our 15 minutes are over. Now it's time to clean.
So remember, the next time you see men at work, it just might really be men at work. So call the Rockstar Temp Agency now, and we'll jump for you. Yeah, we'll jump for you. Might as well jump.
All right, stay with us. We've got a great show, and we're coming right back.
We would like to thank you all for coming to this press conference. We in Boeing management want to clear up any recent misunderstandings there might be about quality control, our employee attitudes, production problems, and most of all, about the safety of our product. Now, as you know, we recently fell behind on our delivery schedule. The delays have cost us $2.6 billion, and we posted the first annual loss in 50 years. However, I am pleased to report that last night, our softball team beat the Eddie Bauer team to take the league championship for the third year in a row. I want to give a shout out to the Boeing Bobcats, and I'll see you at the Kager down at the Caveman tonight. And we are now going to open the floor for questions.
There have been some disturbing reports about quality control on the assembly line. For example, the wrong wings being put on a 737.
Okay, now a lot has been made in the media about the wrong wings being put on a plane. You know, like they never make mistakes, you know? I mean, they're always really quick to criticize when we get the wrong wings on a plane, but they never mention it when we get the right wings on. Besides, I've always felt that wings have been overrated. Now, the best wings in the world aren't going to help if the pilot doesn't know how to fly the plane.
No. And you know something? I would like to emphasize the point that our workers are encouraged to be very safety conscious. I'd like to bring out one of our finest mechanics, Bill Donner.
Bill,
he wants to
come
read
on.
a statement. Bill, get up here. Go ahead.
Nobody ever told me not to inspect the parts of the airplane, and I am not being pressured in any way by the company to say that. The company has not threatened to fire me, nor have they called me into a dark storeroom with a lot of thugs and told me to read this or they'll fire me. And after that, they didn't call me at home either, asking how would I like it if all of a sudden I didn't have a job. To which I would have said, but I didn't. You mean you're going to fire me? And then they never said, you figure it out, you moronic grease monkey.
Okay, Bill, thank you.
I've got more.
That's okay,
that's
you
fine.
can go.
Am I fired?
All right, let's just, can we take some more questions here? Next question.
Yeah, why is the assembly line not able to keep up with the orders for the planes?
Well, we've changed our production methods, and it takes time to adjust. Now, see, this is what the assembly line used to look like. That's in the old days, and this is what it looks like now. As you can see, we're a leaner, more efficient company.
I would like to get back to the wings. Is it true that you put laminated whale flippers on a 737 in place of wings?
No, that is a mean-spirited exaggeration.
It was the right wing. Someone just put them on wrong. You know, there's a lot of new people from McDonnell Douglas, and they get confused.
I'm from McDonnell Douglas.
Well, I didn't mean...
What did you mean?
All right. I did it. I put the wings on wrong. I was angry about not getting my bonus. I just thought it would be funny.
Do you still think it's funny?
Yes. Look at it. Now look at it. Now you just tell me that's not funny. You just tell me. It's supposed to be funny. You cannot tell me that it's funny.
He'll be okay. He's all right. Like he said, it was all just a joke, and it's since been corrected. But Boeing has never put the wrong wings on an airplane.
What about the picture in the paper of the 747 with the 5-foot-long wings? Can we see that on the monitor?
That was an experimental plane. We called that the 747 stubby wing.
And did that ever fly?
Yes.
Yes?
I mean, no.
That's right. It didn't fly. But it wasn't just the wings. Wasn't there something else missing?
Gee, I'm gonna say no.
Uh-huh. How about the engines?
Oh, yeah, those. Well, that's easy to explain. That was a glider, see? The 747 stubby wing glider.
And did it glide?
Yes. I mean, no. Not too well, anyway. It just kind of taxied around the airport. But we caught that right away.
Do you have a plan to get things back on track?
It all comes down to the right man for the right job. We have got the ball rolling now, and I am pleased to announce we've just made a great addition to the Boeing team. Somebody who's going to step up and finish the job. Our new head of production, Bobby Ayala.
Studio amplification for Almost Live provided by American Music.
This is the late report. Well, a rubber tire fell off the downtown Seattle monorail on Tuesday and struck a rental car driven by a man visiting from Scotland. The good news, the man was able to redeem the tire at Les Schwab for free beef. Well, the Castle Sex Superstore chain has opened outlets in Tacoma and Silverdale and plans 10 more sex superstores in the Puget Sound area. Brian, can we get a price check on the economy-size pack of French ticklers? Thank you. The Seattle City Council is considering adding public toilets to the new bus shelters downtown. Council members say it's not so much for convenience as it is to get riders used to that smell before they get on the bus. Baby boomers, their years of drug and alcohol abuse behind them, have been lining up to buy tickets to Yanni's Tribute World Tour 1998 concert tomorrow at Key Arena. Says one happy ticket buyer, "It's the only concert I can go to and still wake up the next day remembering absolutely nothing." Henry, we need a cleanup on the lubricant aisle. Darrell Irvin, president of the Seattle Seahawks Alumni Association, was charged with assault and resisting arrest at a bar in Chelan. Even with the arrest, Irvin still won this month's Most Well-Behaved Seahawk Award. Well, a federal grand jury indicted 6 Washington state men for trafficking in illegally harvested gooey duck clams. It's just like I predicted, when gooey ducks are outlawed, only outlaws will have gooey ducks. Attention, Castle Superstore shoppers, we have a special on gooey ducks. Aisle 5. The U.S. Department of Energy will impose one of the largest fines in the history of the nuclear safety program against the main contractor at Hanford for violations including leaving an open, unlatched wagon loaded with plutonium sitting unattended in a corridor. Energy officials say what really made it bad was the hand-lettered sign saying, "Free plutonium." And now, with a commentary, is our own Pat Cashman. Pat?
John, thank you. That's very nice, thank you. Did you follow the Washington State legislature much this year, John?
I have to say I didn't. No.
I didn't follow the legislature too closely myself because of the restraining order, but, but when the legislature adjourned a couple of weeks ago, among the bills they sent to the governor's desk was one that would require dairy farmers to keep cow manure out of rivers and streams. What an excellent idea. But the word manure was substituted in the bill with the euphemism nutrient. So cows apparently no longer make what they used to. They make nutrient pies now. And I think the idea behind the word change, according to legislators anyway, was that if farmers would start thinking of manure as fertilizer and not waste, they might be a little more careful about what they do with it. Well, I think the new bill is a wonderful idea, but I think that that new word should not only be applied to the dairy industry, but indeed to our everyday conversation. Because substituting nutrient for that offensive 4-letter word commonly used as a crude term for excrement, and I think you know the one I mean, would be a welcome change in our daily discourse. For example, next time you hit your thumb with a hammer, would it be so hard to cry out, "Oh, nutrient, my thumb!" Or when you're skiing out of control, how about yelling, "Holy nutrient, I'm going to hit that tree!" And it would certainly sound a lot classier to point out to a friend, "Excuse me, Marvin, I believe you have nutrient on your shoe." From now on, when some nutrient head cuts you off in traffic, instead of giving him a nutrient-y look, just roll down your window and say, "Hey, watch where you're going, nutrient for brains." Or when some nutrient heel in the office is spreading a bunch of bull nutrient around about you, call him on it by saying, "Hey, you chicken nutrient, cut the nutrient and wipe that nutrient-eating grin off your face, too, you dip nutrient." All I'm saying is let us begin today to make nutrient our new preferred word for organic waste. It will make even a nutrient-y day seem better, and that's no nutrient.
Well, thanks, man. I mean, you want to go get nutrient waste after the show?
Okay, what, John?
You want to go get... That was great, by the way.
Thank you.
How'd you like to go get nutrient faced after the show?
Oh, good. Let's do that.
Jeez. That was a pretty nutrient-y segue, wasn't it? Yeah. Anyway. Finally, some rare ceramic sculptures created by the great 20th century artist Pablo Picasso are going to be exhibited in September at the Art Museum in Tacoma. The exhibit fulfills Picasso's deathbed wish of someday having his art on display in Tacoma. This has been The Late Report. Thank you. And we'll be right back. Set your clocks ahead, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.